You and my present.
What's going on, guys? My name is F Petro. Welcome to a brand new video, and welcome to here in Italy. Here there are the practice results. Those times were all set in the dry, but you see we topped the session. Our teammate Jens Button was, I think, in 7th, and our rival Daniel Ricciardo was, I think, in 9th. But here we are in Q3 now, and it did rain at the end of the session in practice, but this is Q3 and this is our lap. And so you can see coming across the line, Lewis Hamilton's currently on pole. We have Valtteri Bottas in 9th and Kimi Räikkönen in 8th, and we're in 8th gear, and we hit 224 miles per hour maximum. Then we shift down to 2nd gear, because it's a very hard braking zone, and then we get a good exit. Don't want to run out too wide in the gravel. It's very easy to do. But guys, hopefully you have noticed the quality of my commentary is better. That's because this is my first recording with a Blue Snowball Ice microphone. But we go purple now in the first sector, and so let me think of what you think of the quality compared to my other videos. If you have watched them, hopefully you have. But now we're in 4th. But now we go through the first Lesmo, and then we pass the DRS detection zone. Now coming through the second Lesmo. They're both 4th gear, and now coming down here, we can activate the DRS now, and we do. And I think get up into 7th gear. I don't think we get up into 8th, but we do get up into 8th gear, and that's a very hard break point. And we're purple now by 3/10. I think that's nearly 4/10, and now come through Ascari. That's a very hard corner, but now on the run up to Parabolica, you're going as fast as you can. You just really want to don't miss the lap up now, because you're so far into the lap and you don't want to miss it up. Now you're braking, you're going to 4th. I go into 3rd gear. I'm usually going to 4th, but that says 5th, but never going to 5th because you just can't make it. And now come down onto the run up to the line, and we set a 125.837, and that lands us 6th. So our teammate Jens Button, I think, qualified in 11th, and there you can see our rival Daniel Ricciardo qualified in 4th, and we qualify in 6th. Lewis Hamilton gets pole from Nico Rosberg, and Sebastian Vettel was in 3rd. And now you can see we're at Monza. Now we're stepping into the car, and our lovely McLaren. And if you haven't guessed by now, obviously we are staying with McLaren. You should have seen that last episode and in Hungary. But part 13 of the career mode, I'm amazed I'm this far at this point of the game's lifespan, because I definitely wasn't this far last on the 2013. But here's a setup, and very decent setup. I think it's very similar to actually Ryan L83's, but yeah, pretty basic really. And there's a teammate challenge. You can see we are still absolutely smashing Jensen Button. And there's the pit strategy. Obviously starting on the options, pitting lap 8 and going for another 2 prime stints. And that was just a quick overview of the grid and the 3 upgrades we have. And now let's go onto the track. So I'm really looking forward to this race, and it should be a good one because it's actually very good. It's an awesome track to drive. I always seem to be good around here, but I always seem to be good at several tracks. But on this game, I'm not that good at Australia, which is my strongest track on F1 2013, and that's probably the track I've driven the most on this game. Actually, is Australia, but it's very hard, because of the traction of the final corner. But now onto this race, Lewis Hamilton's on pole. I'm in 6th, and there's Jensen Button, my teammate, in 11th. And you saw my rival was it said Daniel Ricciardo there, and we can see him right in front of us now. And so theoretically we should be on the dirty side of the grid. But now we're coming up to 5 red lights, and away we go. Get a fairly decent start. We bogged down a little bit actually, and we go to the right straight away because we don't want to get overtaken. But Massa, I think, is there, and no, Hulkenberg, I don't know actually. But now breaking into the first corner, we go around the outside, tap Alonso, and we get around here, and we get up the inside, and we get past Alonso and Ricciardo, so we're ahead of our rival. And now we're going up the inside of Sebastian Vettel, little slight contact, but nevertheless we get the pass done. And now we're in 8th gear, and now coming up here, and we're going to get up the inside of Lewis Hamilton. We make a move, and we get the pass done. That was textbook stuff, really, but from further back than I expected. And now on lap 8, you can see we're being challenged by Fernando Alonso for 2nd place, and he's got past us, so Ferrari is in 2nd place. But we dive up the inside, pretty much textbook move there. That was so easy, probably the easiest pass I'll get. And he's challenging us again, but now he backs out as we're going to the pit, and Fernando Alonso follows us in. Kimi Räikkönen carries on going, as obviously some other people, but Ricciardo is having a terrible race. As you can see now, he's down 18th. It's unbelievable. But we come into a pit stop, put on a fresh set of the primes, and that is a 3.8 second pit stop. And we get out ahead of Massa, I think, yeah, as he pulled into his pit box or something like that. And now, are you joining in 7th? We were joining in 8th, sorry. And we have Fernando Alonso behind us at the moment, but we're in 8th now. And breaking into the first corner, we run a little bit wide out of there, but nevertheless we are in 8th place with Max Chilton ahead of us. Now, as you can see on lap 11, we lose the car, and we're in 3rd now. We lose the car, as Kimi Räikkönen hasn't made a pit stop, but we lose the car, go into the gravel, and then that puts us down to 5th, and now we need to defend from Felipe Massa, so we defend from him. But now, see Daniel Ricciardo coming out the inside of Felipe Massa, so we decide to defend of him instead, and Massa's now defending from Ricciardo as well. And so now we're coming to Paraguay, 4th gear obviously. We're a little bit wide onto the marbles a bit, but Felipe Massa has held Daniel Ricciardo behind him, as now we go up into the rich mix just to defend. And now we shift down to, now they go down to the lean mix, as Ricciardo's in 8th, but he made a pit stop on the first lap, remember. And Massa gets past us, but we stay at the inside and get past and maintain 5th. And now we're going on to, I believe, lap 15, and make another mistake, and that puts us into a half spin. We correct it, and that lets Massa and I think Vettel get past. And now we're defending from Jenson Button, our teammate, as we go up into the rich mix. It was mainly to try and catch first, but then turned into defending, and Button's got past us. But we step the inside, shift down to 4th gear, through Ascari, and we are up into 7th place. So we're down in 7th place, and now Sergio 7th place, and now Sergio Perez is back in 8th. And now on lap 17, you can see we're coming in for our final pit stop. It's going to be another set of primes, as we hold up, I think, Sebastian Vettel there. And we're into our pit box. Fresh set of primes going on the car, and the pit stop is as Perez comes in, and because it's a 3.8 second stop, and Massa gets out ahead of us only just though. So now we'll go up into Rich Fix. We may be able to get past Felipe Massa to get a better position, but because you remember he passed us, but Sebastian Vettel jumped Massa as in the pit stops, as Massa was holding him behind. Really, he was really holding him up. But we're very close behind Massa now, and we got the inside there. We sort of mounted the curb, but we don't get past there. But we have Ricciardo behind us, but we have a fantastic traction and run on Massa now, and he's actually in a faster car than the McLaren. So I don't know how we're beating him, but we're beating cars that McLaren weren't beating in real life. Now we're in 10th, and now all the way onto lap 27, the final lap. We're in 6th. 21 cars finish this race. We go down to lean to finish the race, and we come across the line. I think that was in 6th place. Our team entrance button finished in 8th, and our rival Daniel Ricciardo finished 11th. So Ricciardo had a chance to only just get points, but he didn't manage that. He finishes in 11th. But there are the race results. Lewis Hamilton won from pole position. Nico Rosberg finished in 2nd to make it Mercedes 1-2. And amazingly, then it was 2 Ferraris, but Kimi Räikkönen was in 3rd, and then Fernando Alonso in 4th. So Räikkönen on the podium is more surprising than Alonso. But 5th is Sebastian Vettel, 6th is myself, 7th Nico Rosberg, 8th is my teammate Jenson Button, 9th is Felipe Massa, and 10th is Jean-Eric Vergne doing a fantastic job for Toro Rosso. 11th is my rival Daniel Ricciardo, so that's 1 to us in rival challenge. We need to beat it. If you don't know, it's whoever beats so if Ricciardo beats me in 4 races, then that's over, and if I beat Ricciardo in 4 races, then that's over. But I think Sergio Perez was a DNF, and Daniel Kvyat actually finished just behind Ricciardo. But that's now, as we're going on to the Drivers' Championship, you can see Nico Rosberg leads the way now, 9 points ahead of his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Then it's the 2 Red Bulls, Sebastian Vettel in 3rd. 4th is Daniel Ricciardo. I'm in 5th. I believe I am I'm 9 points off. I believe I'm something like that off Daniel Ricciardo. Fernando Alonso is in 6th. 7th is Kimi Räikkönen. 8th is Nico Rosberg. 9th is my teammate Jenson Button. and rounding out the top 10 is Sergio Perez. Both Williams tied on points, so that looks like it's going to be fun. But the main battles to watch here is first and second and fourth and fifth between me and Daniel Ricciardo and Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. But onto the constructors, Mercedes lead the way as always, 183 points ahead of Red Bull. Ferrari are in third now, and they lead us by 1 point. So if we beat both if we beat Ferrari, we basically just need to try and get back up into third. But yeah, guys, that's been it for this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are new to our channel for F1 content. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at F1HeadPetrol. Link to that down in the description. So go follow me on there. But it's been F1 Richard, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Other people say